Hi guys, Jan here. We're reaching the end of our story. Our heroes have been through loads of things, and now it's the final chapter. This is chapter 7, in which our heroes meet the king of the jungle. The path led between some bushes and became a paved road. There were marble columns leading down either side of the road. All was clean and calm, and the sun shone overhead. And behind them, they could hear the parrot shout one last "Glory and hope" as he flew off. "Do I look all right?" asked Flora. "I'm trying to smooth her pink hair. I don't want to look messy for the king." "I think we'll be okay. He'll just have to take us as he finds us. After all, he didn't mind a parrot with a broken wing or an elephant covered in mud. I'm still glad I had that bath yesterday, though." They stepped onto the road to see where it would lead them. At the bases of the great columns, there seemed to be inscriptions carved into the shiny rock. This one says, "Holy and approachable." And this says, "Saviour and Judge." They ran forward to the next two towering pillars. "Merciful and mighty, servant and king. This is definitely the place," said Cora excitedly. Two more pillars stood before them. "This one says, 'Glory and hope,'" said Flora. "And this one, 'Gentle and Lord.'" One more pillar stood alone. I'm confused by this one. It says 3 in 1. In running up to the pillars, they hadn't realised that they had arrived at the foot of a great staircase leading up to a magnificent gold building. There were pillars at the front of the building like giant trees and exotic animals and birds painted on the walls. Between the two gold trees were enormous gold doors covered in all sorts of carvings. The two friends started up the staircase. As they got higher, they could see there was something furry in front of the doors. A little closer, and it resolved into an enormous lion. He seemed to be sleeping. "Whoa," said Flora. The lion opened one great amber-coloured eye and waited for them to speak. He lifted his head, shook his mane, and waited. "My name is Cora, and this is Flora, and we're explorers, and we've been trying to find the king of the jungle to find out what's been going wrong in the Eyes High jungle." The lion spoke with a deep velvety voice. "Welcome to the house of the great king. Are you, in charge here?" asked Flora timidly. The lion spoke again with his smooth, chocolatey voice. "I am a gatekeeper in the house of my lord." "So you're not the king?" inquired Flora. "Only the parrot said I am a king. But I'm sure my good friend the parrot said the king was not the lion." "Not exactly. He said he was not lying." "Oh," grasped Flora with dawning understanding. He wasn't saying not lying, he was saying not lion. "Just so," nodded the lion. "But you are a king?" queried Cora. "I'm a bit confused." "I'm a king because my lord has given me authority to act in his name. He is the one whose names you read on the pillars on the way here." "I was confused by the last one, 3 in 1, replied Cora, sitting down on the step. "The king is he who has made all things and is father of us all. He is the one who rescues us and our saviour, and he is the one who gives us life and strength to follow him. You have known he can be 2 things at once. Now learn he is 3 beings in 1. "Are we allowed to go in a meeting?" asked Cora. "We've come such a long way." "And not been sidetracked by the lying snake or the misguided gorilla," said the lion proudly. "It's a shame Chameleon is still in hiding, but I'm glad to know that Eagle is flying free again, and Elephant Parrot are still pointing the way to the great king." "How do you know these things?" said Flora. "The great king tells me by his spirit breathing in me," replied the lion. "Just as he tells me that you may enter, but you must leave your baggage behind. It has no place with him." Cora and Flora shucked off their backpacks and laid them at the top of the stairs. They placed the hats on top of the pile. Cora was reluctant to put the ancient scroll down as well, holding it in her hand and looking at the lion quizzically. "It's all right," said the lion. "You won't need it inside. The king will remind you what it says. I should also say the door is very small, so you will need to enter bowed down." "Oh!" exclaimed Cora, "that was what the parrot meant by go low. We have to come before the king humbly." In the great gold door in front of them, between the pillars, a small door, like a postern gate, swung open before them. Bright, warm, glorious light radiated through the gate. They had to crouch in order to go through it. "Lead the way, Cora," said Flora. "I'm right behind you."